Louis Nitro 91. Um, it's been a while. I haven't made a video. Um, I've been busy, and a lot of things has happened. And one of those things that has happened in my life is what I'm going to share with you today. Every time I pray to my God YAHA, I asked him, to tell me the truth about things that I always ask him. And just like every human out there, we have more questions than anything else. And one of those questions that I had for my God, it was, how did all this started, like all the confusion and languages and this hate of ethnic and all the things that are going around us. And there was other things that I asked him about, and one of the things I asked him about to show me a vision of how was the Tower of Babel or Babel was what it looked like, and it did took me a long time to have this vision that he presented to me, and finally he gave me this vision, and it was in my face all the time, and we didn't know, okay? And I'm gonna share it with you today. I'm gonna share what the Tower of Babel looked like back then, and I'm gonna tell you what he told me, the way that he confused the language, so people wouldn't speak the same language, is so different for what we've been taught by religion. And thank goodness, if you don't agree with me at all, which I don't blame you about, just dig in as deep as you can and look for this, and prove me wrong. Just do it, and go to the bottom of this. That was the way that Obama birth certificate was discovered. His own people discovered that it was a fraud, and because they dig into it and they found out the truth that way. So I ask you to do the same thing with my videos and with the things that I've been telling you. And it's amazing how the Tower of Babel looked like, and to tell you the truth, what I'm gonna show you now is a copy, an exact copy of the Tower of Babel that was here on Earth. Okay, now there was another tower, okay, and there's a story behind this tower, and this is what I'm gonna get into. And if you haven't seen my video, question NASA, Mars and Moon, I urge you to see it and share it with other people. And these are very old videos, and it's not 4 years, it's been more than that. It's YouTube doing its magic, But anyways, check out this video, question NASA, number 2, Moon, and right there is the Tower of Babel. This is the Tower of Babel. There's one in the moon, and there was one on Earth. Okay, let me explain to you something here. The tower is the same as this one. They didn't want to reach the sky. They just wanted to make it hide because what was in it, it was a building, okay? And what was in it, you won't believe what was in it. And what my Father, my God YAHA, showed me inside, what was inside of this building. It was amazing, Look at it this way. This building back in those days, it was like a subway, all right? Like a subterranean subway, but in a different way. Let me explain to you. Let me be clear, because I don't want to confuse anyone. Okay, inside of this building, there was a Stargate, okay? And this was the way that other people would visit from other planets and galaxy to our planet. And that's why it wasn't a big deal if you would see a Nephilim, or if you would see a other than a human being look like in those times. They didn't, they wouldn't really care. They would just walk with them, talk to them, and it was something normal. But it's not normal today, because we would be really afraid of them, right? So back in those days, it was just normal. So in the Bible says that God YAHA and his son YSHHO, they came down to earth, and they confused the languages, and this tower got destroyed. Okay, so how that happened? So I know that many of you will not agree with me, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm all right with that. And but this is what I've been shown in my vision, and I'm going to share it with you, and please bear with me and try to understand where I'm coming from, and what I'm trying to show you here. I'm just trying to show you the truth. Okay, that's all it is. That's all it is. I don't want anything else. And so what happened back in the days was that they had a Stargate inside of this building, and people would come from different planets, and back in those days, humans, they were you won't believe this. All humans in the days of Noah, all of them, humans, not other ethnic, but humans. I mean, not ethnic, but species. All of them were black. There were no other ethnic. They all were black. They were all black. Black people. And the first man and the first woman in this planet, they were black. Okay? And I consider white myself. I'm a white Hispanic, and it has nothing to do with what we live today or the ethnic. It's nothing about that. It's just telling you the truth. It's just telling you what I saw. Back in humanity, is the first humans in this planet is black people. This is why YSHHO CRISTO was black as well. He was perfect, just like Adam was. And he was the second person in planet Earth that was perfect. So what happened was that back in those days, they had this tower that they wanted people from other planets to visit this planet. And what YAHA did was that he let those people come in to the Stargate, and he will let other people, like the Vikings, like the Egyptians, like the Oriental people, and yes, the whites. And let me tell you that the Vikings and white people are not the same. Vikings, they were people that came from other planet that praised the serpent gods, just like the Egyptians did. And Vikings, they were tall. They were really tall. They were 7-8 foot tall Nephilims, and they had their ears really low to their, almost reaching to their neck, and they had 6 fingers and 6 toes, and they had slit eyes. Okay, those were Vikings. And these other people that were white, they came from other planets. See, each ethnic back in those days they came from other planets, and that's how YAHA, God, confused the language, because each one of them spoke their own language, and humans that were doing this in the Tower of Babel, they didn't know what they were speaking, because each one of them, they were speaking differently from their native planet. And that's why the Stargate got shut down and the Tower of Babel was destroyed. And this is why President Bush invaded Iraq, because they found that Stargate, that it was destroyed back in the Tower of Babel. I might get in trouble because of this, but this is God honest truth. And that's what I had in my vision. And And like I said, this is why I think this secret societies believe in a supreme race of between humanity. And what they're not telling you is that each one of these races are different from different planet, but they were created as we were created, humans. And some of these other species weren't created by Yaha God; they were created by the Anunnaki, and it was an attempt to contaminate what God Yaha did create, and this is why it's so hard for us to accept any ethnic or color, and for some people, and for me, I love each one humans. I don't care what color you are, because even though if white or Oriental people, and let me tell you, Chinese and Japanese people, they come both from different planets. They're not the same. They didn't came from the same background. They came from different planets, and this is why they've been at war forever. Okay, and so the Hindu people, they came from another planet. This is why each one of those gods, these races believe those gods do exist because it's their native gods from their perspective planet, and it's deeper than that. It's more deeper. The history of each one of us ethnics are way much deeper than that. There's a lot more, but I don't want to touch upon it because I don't want people to be thinking that I'm hating in ethnic colors or anything like that, because that's not me. No, that ain't me. I'm just opening the book and showing you what you didn't want to know, or maybe you didn't want to see, or maybe you did want to know and want to see. Now you know the truth, and keep on searching for the truth, because I'm telling you, the truth is not pretty, but it's a must-know thing. Because if you really want to live in this world order, go ahead and keep believing in all the lies I've been telling you about everything, especially in religion. Religion is not to tell you about God. They're just misleading you about God, about the true God, which is Yaha. Most of these things, most of you guys didn't know. Okay, I didn't know, but now I do. And here it is. This was how the Tower of Babel looked like, and they have one in the moon. Okay, and inside of this tower they had a Stargate, and this tower must have a Stargate there too, because people used to live in the moon, and they would travel, and each planet have a tower like this. And planet Earth, the one that was in planet Earth was destroyed. Okay? And they would travel, just like a subway, to different planets and galaxies. And that's why Yaha confused the language. This is how he did it. He let people from other planets to come into our planet, and he confused every language, because no one didn't know what was spoken at the time. Because there was only humans in planet Earth, and they only spoke one language. And these humans, all of them were black. There were not any other ethnic. Every other ethnic came from different planets. And that's the truth. God bless, seeking all the name of Yaha through his son YSHHO. Bye.